Well, hello YouTube. Welcome back to Bison's Aquarium. I'm Bob, and today I wanted to show how to use the API test kit for your aquariums. Right now we're going to test Jack and Jill's aquarium. We're going to check Jake and Charlie's. And we're going to check the 10-gallon tank where I've got the moss study. So far that moss looks like it's staying green. It's been a week now since it's been in there, and I'm just wanting to test it and see if it's going to cling to the rock and catch to it and grow and thrive. We're still not having very good luck with the grass. I've been turning my light off every night at 12 o'clock, and it doesn't come back on until 12 the next day, and that gives it 12 hours of light and 12 hours of dark. I'm not sure if the light that I have in there is sufficient for it. I don't know. That's the light that came with this tank, so probably not, but you know, I'm doing the test to see if it's working. But them plants don't look very healthy. They got a lot of brown on them. I mean, it's not completely dying, but it's not completely growing either. But anyway, let's go to the testing. We're going to test this water and see what it looks like. I would imagine that it's going to be good because the tank looks really good. Jake and Charlie are doing pretty good. I do need to do a water change on it, probably at 25%. And I usually don't do a 50% unless I see something wrong, majorly wrong. But for the most part, it usually works out pretty good at 25%. So I got this dropper from Walmart. I've had it for a long time, and I use it to fill all my vials. I made this to hold all my vials or whatever you want to call them. And we will just take, and I've already got my water out, and we're going to fill these to the line. Alright, so we don't need no more water. I have to get my eyes. These are my eyes. Yeah, I know, it's funny, right? Because I can't never see that number. Alright, so we'll shake that up. And I've got these in order of the containers. So I've got pH, high pH, ammonia, nitrate, and nitrate. So we're going to do 3 drops of the pH. Alright. We'll put our cap on it. Shake it. Then we'll go with this one. This one I believe is 5 drops. Yep. I got a frog out there that just, bunch of them, crazy, man. They make a lot of noise. I just relocated 5 of them tonight. Alright, and then the ammonia takes 8 drops. There's 8 drops. Put that one in the back. Grab the next one. Eight drops. Put the lid on it. Shake it up. Now we do the nitrate. That was 5. Put a lid on it. Shake it. Now we'll do our nitrate. The nitrate will probably most likely be high. That takes 10 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 drops. Put that in the back. And drops. Put the lid on it and shake it up. Alright, so now we've got our card, and these are in order that they are. Now the pH looks to me about 7.0. Then the high pH is the top one, which is 7.4. Ammonia is good. Nitrate is good. And nitrate is good. So they're all good. I don't do nothing to my tanks except a water change from time to time. It might be 2 weeks before I do a water change. So now we're going to empty all these out, and we're going to check. I can't even talk tonight. We're going to check Jack and Jill's, the Jack Dempsey's, and see how their water is. So now we're going to do Jack and Jill's. Almost forgot to put the water in. I already put 1 drop in it before I put the water in it, so only needed to put 2. 5. Our nitrate. 5 drops. Lid. Shake. Nitrate. 10 drops. Second bottle. 10 drops. And we are good. Well, actually, no, we've got on the pH, it's reading at about 7.6. That I can live with. The reason I can live with it is because the high pH range is at the top. So, we can live with that. Ammonia, a good one. Nitrate, good. Now this one is at around about 5.0, so we need to do a water change on that and clean the filter, and that'll take care of the nitrate. So my water is usually pretty decent. Yep, about 5.0. Alright. Now we will test the 10-gallon tank. Ah, too many. Got too big a hurry. Them damn frogs out there are crazy loud. Anybody want some frogs? I'll sell them to you. I got a crap load of them out there. Ten drops. Ten drops. And again, they all look pretty decent. This one's at about somewhere around about 6.8 to 7.0, or 7.0 to 7.2. This one's good. Ammonia is good. Nitrate good. And this one is ranging at around about 5.0 maybe. Yeah, 5.0. Again, water change will take care of that. And I think that's because I cleaned the filter out too thoroughly. I took the filter completely apart. It's a hang-on filter, and I cleaned it thoroughly. I took it all apart, cleaned it back to where it looked like it was new. Yeah, I know that that's not a good thing, but it's not that big a deal. Anyway, but I wanted to show you also the white stuff is gone. It's not there no more. That log really turned out nice. And look at Jake. Hey Jake, what you doing, Jake? Man, he got big since I got him. You remember what he looked like when I first got him? And that's only been, what, 2 months ago? Look how big he's gotten in just 2 months. But I do need to do a water change on this, and I might just go ahead and do a 50% because now I think the stain in the wood is finally starting to go away because it's a little dingy. Now, Jack and Jill's, let me turn their light just came off. As you can see, look at their wood, at the difference. That one never ever got hairy mold on it, or that green or white slime. Never did, because that one I was able to fit it in my stainless steel pot on the stove and boil it. So that one never did get any white slime on it. And as you can see, my Placo's tearing it up. He loves being on that wood. He's on that wood all the time. And look, I believe that's Jack. Yep, Jack's in there, and Jill always sits right there. And there's my crebenza. I took the goldfish out of there because I may even take him out of there. I wonder why he does that. I hope that's not a bad thing. He likes to take and rub the side of him on them rocks like he just did. I wonder if that's just because he's having fun or if he's telling me something. Because if you watch your fish, he'll tell you something. But anyway, that one never did get the white slime on it. This one, however, when I got that log, it was so big I couldn't fit it in a pot to boil it, and I didn't have a tub big enough to build a fire under to boil it. So what I did, I soaked it in my rain barrel for like 3 days, and it didn't get everything out of it. So it's finally at the point where I don't have to have rocks holding it down, weighing it down, because it's now getting waterlogged. Look at Jake. Jake really likes the attention, man. He still won't let me pet him though. But anyway, There we go. That is my water test for all three of my tanks. Now I've got one more in the bedroom with my blue grommies. In fact, I'll show you those. So hold on. This one is the it needs to be cleaned again. It's starting to get green stuff. These things up here, these flowers, they're plastic, and I've got them set in there floating with a piece of styrofoam. And that stuff really grows that green algae really bad. It's stringy, long, green algae all the time. So I'm not real sure I like them in there. I'm thinking about taking them out and put some green plants in it and put them so that they're down on the ground going up like all the rest of my tanks. I thought maybe if I put those up there, if these were a mating pair, which I doubt very serious they are, because that one, I was suspicious about that being a male. I don't think that's a female. It was supposed to be a female because the dorsal fin was round. Now it's starting to grow out and turn into a point. So I'm thinking that maybe its dorsal fin got messed up at PetSmart, and when I bought it thinking it was a female, and it was really a male. So I don't think I'm going to get any fry out of them, because I believe they're both males. If anybody else knows for sure, this is my male for sure. I do know that's a male. I'm still a little iffy on that one because the bottom dorsal, or the bottom fin is round, but I think they go by the dorsal fin being round on the edge, and it's starting to grow out to a point, so I'm thinking it was messed up. Anyway, then I got my Placo, which is black. That's his name, Black. I might change his name because he's not really black. He's more tan than anything, so I might change his name. But this is Blue and Miss Molly, and they're wanting food, so let me feed them right now. You guys get to see feeding time. Now these guys get just flakes, and every once in a while I'll go out in the rain barrel and get them some mosquitoes or mosquito larvae and dump in there, and they'll tear it up. So here we go. She or he tearing it up. And I probably do overfeed these two. They get fed more than the rest of them for some reason. For some reason I enjoy watching them eat, because they do eat a lot. And then at nighttime they're down there on the bottom. They act like bottom feeders too, so it kind of evens out. Anyway, so there you have testing time for Bison's aquariums. I'm thinking about taking this, and you guys tell me what you think of this idea. This used to be an entertainment center, and it had those doors that slid around in this track all the way around it, and you could slide them and they'd go in behind and around, all the way around in the back. And I took those out, and that's when I made Jake and Charlie's doors for the aquarium stand for that one. So what I thought about doing was taking some the trim off of those doors and glue them in this track up to about as high as that gravel is in the tank, and then take some more, go get another bag of that gravel for $3 at Walmart, and bring it in here and spread it all around here, all the way back to around the edge, and make it look like the gravel comes outside here, and make it look like it's a lot bigger. I think that would look pretty cool, don't you? Anyway, I still have to do a bunch of bracing underneath here. Right now I've got this board underneath there and it kind of looks terrible. I want to actually put drawers under here at one point, or at least one big drawer in the middle. So I want to take and put some 2x6s cut to fit in here, because this has got steel bracing underneath here. And there's one on the front here going all the way across from end to end, and then there's one that goes back here on the back side of the tank underneath the back side of it. So it's about 14 inches from this one, and it goes all the way the length. So that keeps the wood from doing this. Now I want to put 2x6 right here going down to this one, and then screw it in from the bottom, and then put another one over here, and then I'll have a little opening here and a little opening there, and then I can put a drawer in right here to put some of my stuff in it. And I have some oak wood that I can use to make this with, to make the drawer. So tell me what you think, guys. If you think that'd look good with the gravel in there behind the strips that I cut off of the bottom of that tank, right, or the doors right there. They're about that wide, and there's enough to go all the way across from here over to here, because I don't really need to go all the way back around. Just need to go from this part here all the way over to the other side. And this tank is all the way up against that backboard, so the gravel's not going to go out the backside. So tell me what you think, guys. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you ain't already. And hope this was informative to you, and I hope you enjoyed it, looking at my aquariums. You guys have a good one. Later.